Hey it's Phil here, just doing a quick screencast for you. I wanted to have this completed today, but going to need a couple more days on this. I got called to Melbourne unexpectedly, so I thought I'd create this video for you just to give you an indication of the new layout and some explanation and rationale around some of the formatting. For starters, the colour scheme I've just pulled off your Eeles Plumbing logo, so anything here we can change. So don't think that we can't. It's just my ideas based on things that I'm sort of using. So what I've done is I've freed up the top parcel of the website to include branding and location, which is very, very important. These are what we call your H1 headings. So obviously Eeles Plumbing is the branding, local plumbing, and in Darley, Victoria. These are key elements to ranking your website, and I'll explain a little bit further with that. The imagery is just imagery that I've chosen. I've got some Shutterstock images, some other images that I've created from other places, things like that. Any of that we can change, there's no dramas. And as you get more imagery with different things with your plumbing work, we can upload that as well and change it up. So first thing we've got is scroll down, we've got a parallax scrolling, which sort of scrolls over that image as we come down into your services straight away. Now, I've given you some options here. I've used the dark blue from your logo just as the background, and the yellow is the hat of your little man up there, and obviously the text. These are about 80 words each. It's important to have anywhere between 1,500 words and 1,800 words on your homepage. That's not many people do it, but it's a key ranking factor. And the web pages that you've given as examples, for example, the Bacchus Marsh one, they've only got like 400 words on their whole page, and they're sort of in the map pack, which is good. So you should be able to smoke them, no problem. So yeah, just a little bit of an explanation about your services, and then these learn more links, they jump across to your service pages, so which will be all your services in order of preference. Put water filtration at the top. You'll see how I've got heating and air conditioning, and that'll be installation, and then I've got heating and air conditioning, servicing and maintenance. So I've split them because there's enough content to have them split, and the more content and the more pages the better. Also, it adds to the services being equal on the first page, so it gives us eight different services. Just some contrast, there's an option here of going blue background with white, blue, or white background with white, blue, or any other colours you want. So there's no dramas there. So just the services there straight away. And then we're adding another row here, talking about Eeles Plumbing again, your branding there, and local plumbing. These are keywords. So all these keywords I've researched what people are looking for, and having dot points with your services is a key element to ranking as well. Scrolling down a little further, I've modified your Eeles Plumbing logo just a little bit because the pulse element is kind of off center there. I don't know if you can fix that and bring it into the center, or whether that was intentional. It looks a little odd when you're placing it centrally, but being a former brickie, my mind sees things symmetrically. So I can change that if you wish, no problems. Here, this is all about Eeles Plumbing, what you do, bit of history there, references you. Again, delivering expert local plumbing service. So they're keywords there. So all the content you see has keywords blended throughout the content. So it's not just random, excuse me, it's strategic. Keeping going down here, you want to have these elements. Why choose Eeles Plumbing? It's talking about fast response, reliable, professional, and then again, your dot point ticks here with the Master Plumbers logo there, and your service requests. So this will give you, well, people the option to submit a service request at any hour of the day. And believe me, people do submit service requests for all sorts of niches and industries at random times. The amount of cleaning requests I get at 2 a.m. is insane. So it's important to have that. The other thing I would say about this service request is, and I'll create a page so you can see what it would look like. I personally would put it up here in the top frame, and I'll explain the reasons why a bit later. So we'll just go down here. Get your service request again. Another picture there, parallax scrolling. Some brands and solutions. I haven't got all of the ones that you've given me, but here's some of the ones that you've given me here because I didn't want it to look too cluttered. And then, excuse me, linking you with pulse locating services. Okay, so some of your imagery there, talking about the partnership between Eeles Plumbing and pulse locating services. Still a little bit more formatting to do there. Frequently asked questions. Again, people click on the cross there and it drops down and looks like this. Vice versa. And again, we can change any of these colours. They're just my interpretation of the colours from your logo up here. I've sort of avoided the light blue, but we can add some of that as well. And I've put in the areas that we serve, being Ballarat, Geelong, Bendigo, Metro, Melbourne, CBD. Again, we can change any of this if it's not sort of, you know, if you don't want to go that far. And having, because you're in Darley, I've given Darley and Darley, Victoria, these two maps, not many people put them in, but they are significant when it comes to ranking your website locally within Darley and Bacchus Marsh. So I would encourage you to have these in here. You can remove them if you want, just let me know. Excuse me. It's up to you, but I would encourage it. It's a very strong SEO factor. And again, your contact details down the bottom, your business hours, we can change them too depending on your complete business hours. These are your socials, Facebook, WhatsApp, which is your mobile number, Insta. This is your Google business profile. And this is Waze, like a maps thing I've put in there, and another maps thing. You can have any socials, as many socials as you can for your website, but you don't have to list them here. For example, Snapchat. You might have a Snapchat for Eeles Plumbing. Even if you don't use it, like an X account, get them listed because it adds a citation to your website and helps bring some social proof through Google. So that's good. So I'll just scroll back up. I think this looks way better, a lot more professional, crisper. There's a shadow that I've put on your text up here. Let's take you through the services. Oh, your call to actions. So you've got to book your plumbing job up here. That'll go to your booking software. You've got a call now button here. Scrolling down, you'll have a book your job here. We'll probably change that to a call now. And then you've got a call now, sorry, that's a booking and a call now there. So we'll get the sequence right. And then a book your job again. So, and then down the bottom is your call now. So they're called call to actions. So it's calling people to take action. It's good to have those there. Service pages. Let's go to water filtration for an example. Most of these service pages, the format is the same. There's a couple of little oscillating factors that we'll talk about. I've used some emotive pictures. So you've got a family, drinking fresh water out of a glass, and references Eeles Plumbing, talks about water purification. So we use a lot of synonyms as well, because Google understands that there's more ways than one to reference water filtration, because people search for all different types of terms. If you ask 10 of your friends, they'd search for this using different terms. So Google understands that. That's why we use synonyms, and we don't flood text with the same word over and over and over. And Google understands that this particular page is all about water filtration. So we've got our motive image there, and I've just picked some services that I assume you might do for water filtration based on our conversations. So whole house filtration, kitchen under filtration, filtered drinking fountains. If that's something you do or you don't, let me know. We can add stuff in that I haven't put in there. So this is to give people an understanding of what each of these are. Again, 80 words. Call us now button. And then again, we've done some information about the entirety of water filtration, and we've got some larger font here, which is kind of a marketing technique, and it also changes the search bots for Google. So every letter, every word, every sentence, and every paragraph is like a hook. So the more we give Google to search, hook onto, and index, the better. And we've got your Puritech logo there. Another booking reference here. We're referencing specifically book your water filtration job now. I've changed a few of these in the other service pages and put, book your water filtration job online now. So it's referencing online, that they can do it actually online. And these hook phrases at the top: Eeles Plumbing, keeping your family safe with your water filtration systems, referencing your brand and referencing the service. Again, down here, choose Eeles Plumbing for your water filtration. Again, formatting there, a little bit of editing to do there. Doesn't need to be a question mark there. Again, fast, reliable, professional. Your service request that people can submit, and so on and so on. The next one, heating and AC. There's you with that image you gave me. Again, Eeles Plumbing are your local HVAC plumbers. This phrase here, this terminology, is HVAC something that you do ventilation as well, or do you just want me to keep it to heating and air conditioning? I know HVAC is a very high volume search phrase, so let me know about that. I can remove that, there's no issues. Again, slightly different because there's only two things that we're referencing here. The colour scheme's a little bit different, white on blue. I've kept the headings, these are the H3 headings. So you've got sort of H1, which is the big one, H2, H3. They're all keywords that are acting as your headings as well. And then a little bit about that content in here. Sliding in from the left. Again, same format as the previous page, but I've switched it around. So we've got your larger text on the left and heating and conditioning plumber specialist on the right. Referencing all of those, you'll see some of the keywords in bold, which Google really likes. So these keywords have been well researched by myself using a variety of methods. And again, choose Eeles Plumbing for heating and air conditioning, and it's referenced in this text in here as well. With your service request here, got you in the background there, and just some, a young couple there enjoying heating and air conditioning. Hot water systems. So a bit of an emotive image there, a woman enjoying a hot shower. Eeles Plumbing, your local hot water service experts. Hot water systems is searched more frequently than hot water service, which is why that's the preferred heading there. Again, switched up with the colours. Your call now button. And then using a Ream external hot water service image there. Choose the right water system for your household. Again, these H3 catch tags are researched as to how and what people are searching for, again, with the keywords. And not all the keywords are bold, just some of them are. Book your hot water system job online today. excuse me, Eeles Plumbing are your hot water system specialists. So again, referencing your brand and the service that you're offering. And again, another emotive picture behind the service request page, a woman having a shower. What is it, 40-something% of our nation are divorced. So some of your clientele may be women, and these are pictures that people like to see having a hot shower. So again, we can change any of them. A little bit of marketing psychology going on here. Water leak detection. Eeles Plumbing, your local water leak detectors. Again, keywords here, some imagery, emotive, parallax scrolling, so it moves as we scroll. Your detection services, we're talking about water leak detection, your technology and your approach to doing all that. A book now button. There's you doing your thing against the wall, and referencing that we partner with Pulse Locating Services, so I've put your Pulse logo there, another booking name there, and again, partnering with Pulse Locating Services for water leak detection. And then you again doing your thing on the ground, service request page. Gas installation, gas feeding. Now I know we're not allowed to connect gas to new builds, but there's plenty of builds out there that already have gas, so people will replace stoves and things like that. Eeles Plumbing, your local gas plumber for Darley, Victoria. So a little bit of split testing here, again referencing the service and the location and your brand. All in that H1 heading is really important. Excuse me. Gas installation, gas appliance installation, and gas leak repair and maintenance. If there's with all of your main services, if there's things, if you can perhaps list what you would do primarily under these major headings, such as gas fitting, be that installing hot water services or installing gas heaters or whatever. Let me know if there's one of these, any of this stuff. If you're not doing or don't want to do, let me know. I can change it up. There's no dramas at all. We are your gas plumber experts. So gas plumber is a key search term. Gas appliance and installation is. Gas plumbers is. I've given you a gas log heater in the background there. I didn't know what branding to put here, so I kind of researched, what does a plumber need to be registered, or who does a plumber need to be registered with in order to install gas, and it sort of came back to Victorian Building Authority, so I've used the VBA sort of logo there. If it's something different, let me know. Again, choosing Eeles Plumbing for your gas installation, branding, service. And then scrolling down, another gas hot plate there. Now, heating and air conditioning servicing. It's important, I think, that we keep these separate, and it can't do any harm but improve your ranking, because there's a lot of searching for both servicing, maintenance and repair versus installation. So again, just clarifying that HVAC term, whether I should use that or whether you want me to just use heating and air conditioning. Local plumbers, high search term, referencing, that your local heating and air conditioning repairs and maintenance. Scrolling down, talking about heating service and repair, AC service and repair. Trying to keep it pretty simple, white on blue. Again, heating and AC repair maintenance plumbers, full of keyword search terms here. Using Mitsubishi as your branding there, and young couple enjoying the AC heating and an external Mitsubishi unit just there. Excuse me, I've got to go through the entire website, make sure the colours are the same, text headings, so I've got to do a final formatting. General plumbing, damsel in distress with a leak. Eeles Plumbing, your local plumbers, Darley, Victoria. So referencing your brand, referencing plumbing, general plumbing, and we are your local plumbers. So I've chosen the top 4 most searched: general plumbing, elements, so block drains, block toilet, leaking taps, and block sewer. Dark blue and white, again, we can switch that up anytime. And I'm still working through, ignore this bit. It'll be similar to down here, general plumbing stuff. And then again, general plumbing stuff down here. So, and I've got to get to your underground utility as well. I'm developing your blog articles, which will be probably better than any blog articles in Victoria, if not Australia. I know that's a big call, but I'm using some really good research techniques on that, about us as well, and back to home. So your book, Your Plumbing Online, stays there the whole time. Your header is that dark blue. Your footer is the dark blue, with your socials at the bottom. If you've got any privacy or terms and conditions that you want me to upload, which you probably will need being a professional business, let me know, send them through. If not, I can develop some. There's websites where you can get just general privacy narratives and terms and condition narratives, and you can just insert your brand name. So that's pretty simple to do. Excuse me. So I just wanted to give you an update, just to see, get your thoughts on it. I think it looks really professional. It's a bit of a blend of what you've highlighted, what you liked. So hence the booking button up top. That's important. It's subtle, but it's there. I'll create a page so you can see what the service request looks like sitting here and what this heading looks like sort of to the side. It may not be as aesthetically pleasing, but it's better to have pathways for your clients in higher in your website than lower in your website. So if someone has to it's called friction. The more friction you have in place for a client to get to you, the less likely they are to get to you. So as we scroll down, if someone has to scroll all the way to the bottom before they see your service request, then that's problematic. So to give you an example, I'll see if I can do like, it's great to have an aesthetically pleasing website, but if you can't be found, then there's no point. Now, this is one of the worst websites I've ever published. It looks shithouse as far as I'm concerned, but it's one of the most profitable ones that I've ever made. So this makes me about $1,000 a month. So it's not very aesthetically pleasing. It's heavy on the text. It's pretty basic, but it's working really well. So just as a contrast, it's all about house cleaning, right? So, and the quote form is up here right in people's face, as is the phone number, here. So something to consider. I think that with the content that we develop on your homepage here and with your blog, for example, Bacchus Marsh Plumbing, I think it was. Go. So it's here in the map pack, which is great. Your biggest competitive factor, I guess, for Bacchus Marsh Plumbing will be the fact that it has 95 Google reviews at a 4.8 ranking, which is really good. But if we go to their website, excuse me, they don't even have a blog. So their phone number is really small. That's the one thing you want to be big. Get in touch. What does that mean? Tells me nothing. Obviously, we've got some services there. By the way, I'll have some vectors that reference your services. So along here, ignore this business. I'll create some vectors to put in here that reference water filtration, AC, hot water, that sort of stuff. So don't stress there. Talking about them, how they can help. This is essentially their dot points, which is what we're doing here. Why choose them, which is, they've got there's about 487 words on this page, this front page, which is not many. It's, 1,000 less than what they should have. Their service request is all the way in the bottom. So there's no reason. You already got more content, and I would encourage you to allow me to put more content on your front page. That's up to you. But I'm pretty confident that with the right SEO settings and the metadata that I'll put behind all of this, and if you can get as many Google reviews as you can, I think we will smoke these dudes. Because, 32 reviews, 17 reviews. This dude doesn't even have a website, and he's in the map pack. So we'll beat him because the fact that we have a website. So, yeah. But anyway, I know I've rambled on a bit. It's been, been a while. So have a look at this, see what you think. Give me an indication of what you're thinking. I hope you like it better than the other one. And I'll continue working on it, start getting all the metadata. If you want me to publish this as it is, I can. And get it up and running. It'll just be a case of hitting this republish button up here. It'll transform what's already up into this, and then every edit I make, I just hit republish, and it just continues to improve, get better, look better. All about imperfect action, mate. So get it up. People aren't going to find it immediately because it takes a little bit of time to rank a site. So I wouldn't stress about people looking for, plumbing Dali, and your website's going to pop up immediately. By the time Google decides to rank this, it'll be immaculate and exactly how you want it. If you give your card to people and they go directly to it, of course they'll find it, but from a search term perspective, wouldn't stress. It's more prudent to get it published and up and running than not have it running at all. So yeah, let me know. With this logo here, let me know what you think. I'm thinking maybe either bring that sort of pulse element to the center, or you can cut it off, or whether or not that's just part of your Eeles plumbing element. I know you're sort of trying to blend the two, but yeah, let me know. Cheers, Phil. Hopefully I'll have either Friday or Saturday. This will be complete, so I'll be able to show you everything, and yeah, go from there. Cheers, man.